Hello everyone. In one of the recent videos, we shared a complete skill guide for investment banking covering front office, middle office, and back office roles. And after that, many of you messaged us asking, can you please make a separate video just on the front office roles? Honestly, it makes sense because that is a space everyone is curious about. And that's where high intensity work, the big deals, and yes, the top salaries comes in. So in today's video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about the front office roles in investment banking domain, what these roles really involve, what kind of skills are expected in these roles, and how you as a graduate or a postgraduate can start preparing right away for these roles. But before we jump into that, let's quickly take a step back and understand what does investment banking really is. Now think about a bank who deals with everyday life. Like for example, HDFC, ICICI or SBI. These are commercial banks. You use them to deposit money, open a saving account or apply for loan or even swipe a credit card. Now, these banks mostly deal with individuals and small businesses, helping them to manage their day-to-day finance. But investment banks, they operate at a very different level altogether. They work with massive companies, governments, and financial institutions, not individuals like you and us. Their job is to help these clients raise large sum of money, advise them on big decisions like merger and acquisition, or even help them go public through an IPO. Take Zomato for example. Before they got listed on the stock market in 2021, they didn't just decide overnight to issue shares. They worked closely with an investment bank like Kotak Mahindra Capital and Morgan Stanley. These banks help them figure out how much money to raise, what price to offer, what to pitch to the IPO to investors, and how to meet the SEBI regulations. That's the entire process from planning to listing was driven by these investment banking teams. So where does this front office actually fits in? In investment banking domain, the front office is the client facing side of the business. This is where the actual action happens. These are the professionals who interact directly with clients, understand their financial needs, build models, create pitch books, and also help them close complex deals. Let us say Reliance wants to acquire a startup in the tech space. The front office team would step in, analyze the deal, calculate valuation, build an entire financial model from start to end, structure the transaction to ensure that it is win-win for both Reliance and that startup. And if you're an analyst or an associate in such a team, your daily life would involve working on spreadsheet, gathering data, updating the model, preparing the presentation, all under tight deadlines and high expectation. But front office roles aren't just limited to investment banking teams. They also include equity research analysts who study companies and write report to help investors decide whether to buy, sell, or hold a stock, and sales and trading professionals also who buy and sell securities on behalf of their clients, sometimes within minutes in a fast paced market also. These jobs are high pressure, no doubt, but they also come with high learning and high reward. Now, let us talk about the skills that you need to break into the front office roles. Here's what many students go wrong. They perceive certification like CFA or FRM, which are excellent, but stop there. And unfortunately, that is not enough on its own because investment banks don't just want somebody who has cleared the exam. They want somebody who understands and start contributing from day one. That's why your skill sets are very, very important. Someone who can read balance sheet, someone who can build a discounted cash flow model from scratch, and somebody who can prepare the client presentation that actually makes sense to them easily. Financial modeling is one of the top skills that you need, which is a non-negotiable. You should be able to build models in Excel like DCF models, the merger models, or even LBO models from scratch. If you're more inclined towards sales and trading, you should be more comfortable with tools like Bloomberg Terminal and be able to track market news and understand what is happening in the global market, which event is actually influencing the stocks and the market and currency and commodity market. Interviewers often check that whether you have practical understanding or not, but they might ask you to walk through a model or, for example, explain a recent economic event that has impacted the market. So it is important that you not only understand the concept, but you're also updated with real world financial concept. They go beyond technical skill set. Communication skill is also very important in the investment banking space. You'll be writing report, emailing clients, presenting ideas, and you will need to do all this clearly and very properly. Even if you're a modeling genius, if you cannot explain what you're thinking, it's a big disadvantage. And don't forget attention to detail. In front office roles, even a tiny mistake like a misplaced decimal can cost crores of rupees. That's why banks look for people who not only just are smart but also precise and consistent in their activity. Now you might be thinking, I don't have an MBA from a top IIM or I didn't study abroad. Can I still get into these front end roles? The good news is yes, you can, but you'll have to build your way up step by step. Start with the basics: accounting, finance, and Excel. You should master all three of them. Then invest a good amount of time in understanding how a financial modeling works. Do some course related to financial modeling. Try to get some internship, even if it is a small or a mid-sized boutique investment bank, that is still okay. These firms offer good amount of hands-on experience to you than the big one. So while you are at work, you start building your own network, connect with professionals on LinkedIn, attend financial webinars, join finance forums. You'll be surprised how much you can learn just by talking to people already in the field. So this can be a very good start for you. And finally, prepare for interviews properly. Practice both technical and the behavioral question. Don't just memorize theory. Work on real problems, build models, and explain your thinking out loud. What do you understand about the model? To wrap it up, all front office in investment bank is fast, demanding, and not for a faint-hearted. But if you're somebody who thrives under pressure, involves business solving problems, and want to work in high impact deal, then this might be just the perfect career for you. Just remember, exams alone won't get you there. Skills, mindset, networking, and a consistent effort, that's what will open up doors for you in investment banking domain. I hope this video has helped you to understand the front office roles better. Comment below and tell me what topic you want me to cover next. Like this, share this video with your friends and the finance gang, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.